Paul George played today.
Yes.
Surprisingly, very annoyingly played today because it seems like a last minute decision to play him. Any injury updates on him?
I did not put this in my quickie, so I'm gonna say it here because he had the press conference afterwards, and the injury was related. This foot injury that they've been saying is related to his bone edema way before, which is swelling a bone in his feet. His foot is swelling. He said he could not lift his toe, a part of his toes. He could not lift it, so there's no pop, there's no nothing. He just played through it. Now, they're not sure what to do with it. Like, they don't know how to manage it, how to treat it, what's the best thing to do. There's possibility that they will play some games, and then some games when it's really bad, they will not play. So this fantasy-wise will be a headache for managers because we will not know. Sometimes he said that they'll wait until the very last minute to know if he can play or not. Because like today, he was able to play through it, but he did not feel anything, he said, in that part of, like, I don't know where that is, in the toe. So this is gonna be a headache. Like, it's not like he's gonna probably be questionable for the rest of the season, unless they're gonna rest him for a while, which they're not even sure will work for his injury. So this one's a tricky one. It's very tricky.
So
it's not
like
IL related. So
it's not going to be IL. Well, it can be IL eligible, but if he's going to be questionable every time, it's going to be hard to decide. He can be IL plus eligible for some leagues, which has IL plus slots in their teams. But again, this is going to be a tricky situation because heading into a fantasy playoffs, you need a Paul George. You need a player like Paul George who you pick probably second round or even third round.
And the thing is, you don't know if he's gonna play or not until the day itself, or maybe even hours before the game. You still don't know.
Yep.
So that would be the one and their games usually, because they're the Clippers, they'll be the last game of the slate. So you won't have any replacements. So that's a problem.
So I
suggest you try to trade.
Yeah, you try to sell your Paul George already and see what type of value you can get for him.